Hello everyone, this is Qadeer Ahmad on IS350 class, and the topic that I'm going to talk about throughout my presentation is using neurohacking to gain an advantage over others. The table of the context. First, I'm going to talk about little background information, then introduction, then potential benefits, then risk and downsides, and finally the scenario that we have with ethical dilemma. Motivation. So in today's super competitive world where people are always striving to do better in school, work and sports, they're growing push to improve what humans can do. One way people are trying to do this is through neurohacking, which means changing how the brain works to gain an edge or advantage, you can say. While this could have some really great benefits, it also brings up big ethical questions in the study that we need to think as the future is changing and more and more use of the neurohacking is coming. So if the beginners who don't know what is neurohacking encompasses a variety of cutting edge methods and technologies aimed at augmenting human brains, means changing the human brain's functions beyond the natural limits. So it's just like bypassing the given limits that a human have by using different methods and technique. So this can include the nootropics or the smart drugs that is given to the humans that enhances their brain working and break through their limits. Transcranial ethical simulation, which is applying mild electrical currents to actually modulate neural activity and plasticity in a specific brain regions, which helps them to gain more advantages and opens up their brain more than the normal people. Then comes the brain-computer interfaces, which is actually the devices that you can directly wear and through which you can read and enhance the neural signals, and then you can use that to boost your capabilities and break through your limits. Then comes the gene editing, using techniques to alter genes, biochemical pathways, which means like related to the neurological development and performances. It helps to gain advantage more than other using the biomedical pathways and different techniques that helps them to alter the gene, which helps them to gain more advantage as the brain advances more. Then comes the potential benefits we have in this using the neurohacking. First one is revolutionize education by enhancing learning and retention. It means it may dramatically enhance learning speed, information, and performance of the student. Second comes enable peak productivity and mental stamina in the workspace. Just as it says, it like enhances your peak activity. Then comes the accelerate athletic performance. Neurohacking could accelerate reflexes, visual processing, and also the recovery. Final, counteract cognitive decline in elderly. It means like for the elderly, it represents an opportunity to maintain vitality and counteract the age-related neural decline. Like means it helps them to act against the neurological genes that makes the person age faster. It helps them to slow them down. Then comes the risk and downsides. As you know, there are also benefits to it, there are also risks down, and especially when it comes to the risk, there's a lot of risk because This is not a long-term solution we have right now, but as it growing more and more. So first, risk and downside I would say is a long-term safety unknown. For example, you get the uh, effect of neurohacking applying on your body, which does not affecting your health at a moment, but you never know what happens in the future. As this topic is just introduced in the society, it's not been a long time, so there's not many scenarios, or there's not many uh, researches that can show does it have a long term effect on your body or not. Second comes the fairness issue, like means as accesses may be limited by the cost and availability. The potential concerning individuals which use the neurohacking to advance or enhance just to remain competitive. Um, it's just like one person is giving it his all to work in this society, but the other person use different methods like neurohacking to enhance his brain in a short time, and which is like the unfairness in the society. Next comes the big risk of the human and AI becoming different. Existential risk of artificial radically spreading human cognitive capabilities, which helps them to limit the natural intelligence, right? As we more depend on AI or neurohacking, our natural capability of thinking is declining more and more. Next comes the threats to autonomy, identity, and authenticity. Um, I would say it's a subjective experience if our fundamental neurology is artificially used, you can say, or optimized. It can threats to different, things like especially the identity. Uh, it's just like the one of the downsides we have. Finally, we have a discussion scenario. The scenario goes like this: Anna is looking to win a competitive scholarship to an Ivy League school. She has heard about the neurohacking and thinks that using it might help her achieve her goal, but she is concerned because it seems like she may be taking advantage of the situation. So now in this situation, the dilemma comes: is it like ethical? Ethical dilemma comes: is it ethical for Anna to use neurohacking to gain an advantage over others? As being a fast thinker, or using the neurohacking, which helps her to have more knowledge during this competitive exam, which helps her to gain a scholarship more easier than the other people. So I would say using neurohacking techniques like, as I told you before, the smart drugs or brain stimulation for the academic activity is unethical due to the fairness concerns I have talked about. You can also include the safety risks, authenticity issues, or or identity issues. But in this case, we can say fairness or safety issues comes in this situation. I would say instead students should focus on traditional methods like dedicated study and mindful strategies to advance their capabilities or enhance their capabilities. And that's the thought I have about being fairness, as this uh, technology is not too much advanced. It's just a new thing we have in our industry, because not many people can get benefit from it or can use this, as it is it expensive, I would say. So it's not fair to other people. And finally, I have references that I use. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.